Now, another thing you're going to do when you're looking at the costing is to actually work out the unit costs. What does each unit cost? Each single item, what does it cost? Now, this is a very important control tool that we have to have in our business, because we need to work out exactly how much it's costing us to make each item. And you can't just look at the total cost always, because the number of units produced could be different. So if you're looking, for example, here, this is in your textbook, and I'm just looking here. Obviously, in this particular case, you will be told how many units you produced. And the exercise, if you look back at the example, said you made 1,000 units. So if you've got your costs here, and you are producing 1,000 units, you will be able to get the unit cost. Now remember, we've already looked at variable and fixed costs. Now this material and labor cost, they're variable. So whether you're making 1,000 units or 2,000 units, the unit cost should be the same. Yes, the total will increase, but if you divide by the number of units, the unit cost should be the same. So once you've got that figure, you can then use that to compare to what you predicted would be, or what was it last year. And if there are big changes, you need to start analyzing and start determining why. For example, if your material costs increase drastically, it could be that the suppliers that you're using have increased their price. It might well be that you're importing the goods now, and due to the exchange rate and import charges has drastically increased. Maybe there's been fuel costs increase, so the carriage of this has actually increased. But from a control point of view, you need to be able to determine that the unit cost is going up and look for ways to see if you can reduce it. On the other hand, your factory overhead cost, remember, is a fixed cost. So whether you're making 1 unit or 1,000 units or 2,000 units, the fixed cost will be 17,000. So in this case, you were making 1,000 units, and so your unit cost came to 17 Rand. If you were making 2,000 units, this would still be the same, but you'd be dividing by 2, and your unit cost would go down to 8.50 Rand. And that's what we refer to as economy of scale. Scale, the higher number of units you produce, the more economical it becomes, because the unit cost will start decreasing. So while your variable cost should stay the same, your fixed cost, your factory overheads in this case, should be decreasing. And that's why overall you could well find that as you increase more, and you should find, the price should actually decrease. It could be counteracted, obviously, if there was material and labor increases. So it's very important at this stage that you start working these unit costs. By the time you get to grade 12, this will become a very, very important section, and you're going to have to not only work these out, you're going to have to start analyzing them and start looking for possible reasons why there could be an increase. So while it might seem very easy and just a simple division at this stage, start trying to consider why you are doing it and what that means.